Hey everybody, welcome back to the potting shed, and I hope you've had a nice Christmas and a happy new year to you all. I'm going to start preparing to do some sowing. Yes, you heard me right, it's January and I'm going to do some sowing. And one of the things we can sow at this time of year is sweet peas. So I've got the packet here. The variety is Fragrantissima, so as it states, it's a nice smelling aromatic plant, and they're beautiful, these sweet peas. They're really nice. You can use them as cut flowers, put them in a vase on the table, they'll make your house smell gorgeous. So we do start sowing them in January, and all I'm doing at the moment is I'm popping these into a little glass of water prior to sowing, so that the seed coating, sweet peas have a very tough outer shell on those seeds. That's it. So you pop them into some water 12 to 24 hours before you sow them, and this will help to soften the hard seed casing, and it's supposed to help with germination. So I've put these in. I'm going to leave them probably overnight actually, and then I will do the sowing tomorrow. But this video will be edited, so it's one long thing. But this is the first stage of sowing your sweet peas, and that's just giving them a bit of a soak to soften the hard seed casing. Okay, so the seeds have soaked overnight in some lukewarm water, and that's just softened the hard seed casing. So these are ready for sowing now. I'm going to need a striking board, which is just a flat piece of wood to level off the compost, and a dibber for making our holes. Got a modular tray or cell tray, and I'm just going to fill it up and break up the lumps as I do it, making sure that I don't miss any cells. Okay, it's always good to have one of these green trays just to stop your compost from going everywhere and keeping your work area tidy. And once you've overfilled your cell tray, 3 good taps. 3 is the magic number. And take your striking board, strike one way, and strike the other. By tapping your cell tray down 3 times, you're consolidating that compost that you've put in. Then striking off with your striking board means that it's nice and level and ready for sowing. Right, we're ready to start sowing, and looking at the seed packet, we can sow our pre-soaked sweet peas in the months of January, February and March under glass. So I've got the little greenhouse, we've got a bit of space in there. Let's get on with the sowing. I've got a cell tray here with 40 cells, and I'm just going to put some holes in about ½ inch deep. Using the dibber, dead easy, put them central, and I've put the seeds that have soaked on some kitchen towel, easy to pick up just here above where I'm going to be planting. And really all we're going to do with these is sow the seeds, cover them up and put them in a cool greenhouse until they start to germinate. This could be up to 21 days, but because it's really cold, it's actually frosty this morning, it may take longer, but we're not in any hurry. We're growing these for cut flower and for the insects and bees. And what I like to do when I'm sowing, it's like reading a book. So you start at the top left hand corner and you read the lines across, and that way you don't miss any out. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top and just pop my seeds in, making sure if you do drop one, use your dibber just to position it back in the hole. work your way across. Okay, it's quite a quick, easy way to sow this. So left to right, like you're reading a book. And looking down on top of the cell tray like this, you can actually see the seeds in the bottom of your hole, so you're not going to miss any. I've probably got more seeds than cells, so I might pop a couple in each cell tray. Yeah, it's one of the things that you can actually sow in January. The other thing you can sow is peppers, and I bought some seeds yesterday. Some California Wonder sweet peppers, and I'll be doing a little video on sowing those. And the reason you sow your peppers early in the season in January is because they're a Mediterranean plant. They like the heat, and obviously they need a long growing season because we don't get the heat like the countries that grow the peppers. So the longer the growing season, the more likely you are to get peppers that are ripe and edible. If you sow them later, they won't ripen, and you'll have some lovely plants with some unripened peppers, which is no use to man or monkey. Okay, so I've filled up. I've got 40 cells filled. I'm just going to put a couple of seeds just to use them up, because there's no point in me putting extra seeds in another tray. We'll just double up because there's only a couple, and all these are going to go in a big pot eventually and grow up bamboo canes, and we'll have them for cut flour on the table, make the house smell lovely. Right, all that remains to be done now is you get your fingers and just gently cover up. Just firm them in very gently, not pushing down too hard. Left to right, like reading a book. Dead easy this. Have a go. My daughters have been in the greenhouse with me and in the shed for years doing this. And they really enjoy it. Even though my eldest is a lot older now, she still enjoys growing things. Right, we're done. All that needs to be done now is you put your seed packet, which is that one, Sweet Pea Fragrantissima, a nice smelling one. It's a mixed variety with big blooms and really nice scent. I'm going to write a label out, write the date that we sowed it, pop that in, and give it a water, put it in the greenhouse, and pretty much forget about it. There you go. Well, I hope this has been some help to you. Have a go, leave me a comment if you do. If you've liked the video, please think about giving me a thumbs up, and have a go yourselves. I'll be back with another video sowing some pepper seeds very shortly. Speak to you all soon. Bye now.